You want something, and you're not getting it. Not because you don't deserve it, because you don't know how to take it. Most people spend their entire lives wanting things they never get. Better job, more money, stronger relationships, real respect, genuine power. They want it all. They work for it, they hope for it, they pray for it, and they die without it. Not because these things are impossible to get, but because they're playing by rules that guarantee failure, nice rules, fair rules, moral rules that sound good but produce nothing. 500 years ago, Machiavelli watched this same pattern. Good people following good rules getting nothing. Strategic people breaking those rules getting everything. He realized something dark but true. The world doesn't reward goodness. It rewards strategy. It doesn't care about your intentions. It cares about your actions. It doesn't give to those who deserve. It gives to those who take. And taking requires understanding laws that polite society never teaches you. Today I'm giving you 7% of Machiavelli's darkest laws. Laws that get you whatever you want. Not what you deserve. Not what's fair. Whatever you want. These aren't comfortable laws. They're not designed to make you feel good. They're designed to make you effective. Because effective beats moral when moral keeps you powerless. And powerless people don't get what they want. They get what powerful people allow them to have. If you're tired of wanting things you never get, smash that subscribe button right now. This channel doesn't teach you to be liked. We teach you to get what you want. Before we start, drop this in the comments. I use dark laws to get bright results. Let's begin with the first and darkest law. Law number 1. Make people dependent on you, then control them completely. This is the foundation of all power. Independence means you can be replaced. Dependence means you're necessary. And necessary people get whatever they want because others need them. Too much to refuse. Your goal isn't to be liked or respected. Your goal is to be needed. Because need creates leverage. And leverage creates control. Most people try to be helpful. They assist when asked. They contribute when needed. They're good team players. This makes them replaceable. Helpful people are everywhere. Necessary people are rare. Helpful gets you thank you. Necessary gets you whatever you want. The difference between the two is whether people can function without you or whether they can't. Here's how you become necessary. Identify something critical that nobody else wants to do or knows how to do. Master it completely. Become the only person who can handle it. Now you're not just helpful, you're essential. When something breaks, they need you. When a problem appears, they need you. When a decision must be made, they need you. That need is your power. And power gets you what you want. This works everywhere. At work, become the only person who understands a critical system. They can't fire you because replacing you is impossible. In relationships, become the person who handles what your partner can't handle. They can't leave you because life without you is harder. In business, create something customers can't get anywhere else. They can't leave because alternatives don't exist. Dependence is your insurance policy, and your leverage. But here's the dark part. Once people depend on you, you control them. Not completely, not overtly, but practically. They need you. That need gives you negotiating power. You want something? They need to give it to you, or risk losing what you provide. You don't ask. You don't beg. You simply make it clear that what you provide comes with conditions. And those conditions include getting what you want. This isn't manipulation. This is understanding leverage. People with options have power. People without options have none. Create a situation where others have no option but you. Then use that position to get what you want. They'll give it to you because keeping you happy is cheaper than replacing you. Machiavelli once said, "The best fortress is to be found in the love of the people." But he meant the dependency of the people. Make yourself the fortress they need. Then control the terms of access. Your fortress, your rules. They need in, they give you what you want. Drop this in the comments. I make myself necessary, then I negotiate. Law number 2. Never show your full capabilities. Always appear weaker than you are. This sounds backwards. Shouldn't you show everyone how capable you are? No. Because showing full capability makes you a threat. Makes people guard against you. Makes them prepare defenses. Appearing weaker than you are makes them underestimate you. lower their guard, give you opportunities they'd never give a known threat. Your father probably taught you to always do your best, to show everyone what you're capable of. This makes you predictable. When people know your maximum, they know your limits. They know how far you can push. They know what to expect. That knowledge lets them control you. But when they don't know your full capability, they can't prepare properly. They don't know when you're at 20% or 80%. That uncertainty is your advantage. Look at negotiations. If you show maximum effort early, they know you have nothing left. They can wait you out, demand more, push harder. But if you appear to be barely trying while achieving results, they think you have unlimited reserves. They don't know where your limit is. That uncertainty makes them cautious. They offer more, demand less, give you what you want because they're unsure how much more you could demand if pushed. This works in competition. Your competitor thinks you're weaker than them. They don't prepare fully. They don't take you seriously. They don't guard against moves they don't think you can make. Then you strike with full capability they didn't know existed. Game over. They lost. Before they knew the game started. Because they fought who they thought you were, not who you actually are. Here's how you use this law. Never perform at 100% publicly unless absolutely necessary. Deliver results that satisfy requirements but don't show maximum effort. Save that for moments when shock value matters, when revealing full capability creates decisive advantage. The rest of the time, appear capable enough but not threatening. Let people underestimate you. That underestimation is your hidden weapon. This also protects you. People attack threats. They ignore harmless targets. By appearing less capable than you are, you avoid becoming a target. They focus on obvious threats while you work quietly at full capacity under their radar. By the time they notice you, you've already won. They were too busy fighting people who appeared stronger to notice you becoming actually stronger. Machiavelli once said, "Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception." Appearing weaker than you are is deception. But it's deception that wins. While everyone shows off their full strength, you hide yours. They tire themselves in displays of power. You conserve energy for actual strikes. They look strong. You are strong. Guess who wins? Drop this in the comments. I hide my strength until I strike. Law number 3. Create problems only you can solve. This is darker than Law 1. Law 1 says become necessary. Law 3 says create the necessity. Don't wait for problems that make you valuable. Create problems that require you. Then, be the hero who solves them. The problem makes you necessary. The solution makes you valuable. Both were manufactured by you. This sounds evil. It's strategic. Look at any industry. Someone creates a problem. Someone else solves it. Software creates bugs. Updates fix them. Media creates fear. Products provide safety. Doctors create dependency. Prescriptions provide relief. The cycle is everywhere. Problem, solution, profit. Those who control both sides control everything. You don't have to create real problems that harm people. You create perceived problems. You make people aware of issues they didn't know existed. Then you provide the solution before anyone else can. You're not the villain creating chaos. You're the visionary identifying needs and meeting them. But you're creating the need awareness. That's the key. Here's how this works practically. At work, identify a potential issue before it becomes actual crisis. Bring it to management's attention. Emphasize how serious it could become. Then present yourself as a solution. I've already thought about this and I know how to handle it. Problem identified by you. Solution provided by you. Value created entirely by you. Outcome? They need you to handle it. And anything related to it going forward. In business, create awareness of a problem your product solves. Most people don't know they have this problem. You educate them about it. Once they see the problem, they need the solution. And conveniently, you have that solution. You created demand by creating problem awareness. Now you fill that demand. You control both sides. The dark part is this works in relationships too. Identify something your partner struggles with. Make them more aware of the struggle. Not cruelly, just honestly. This must be really difficult for you. Then become the person who helps them with it. Now they need you for that specific thing. You created awareness of the need, then filled it. Dependency manufactured and fulfilled by you. This law requires subtlety, too obvious and you're the villain who created problems. Done right, and you're the hero who identified issues and solved them. The difference is presentation. Frame it as helping people see problems they already had but didn't notice, then help them solve those problems. You're not creating problems, you're creating awareness and providing solutions. Both create dependency. Machiavelli once said, "Men judge generally more by the eye than by the hand, for everyone can see and few can feel." Translation: people see the solution you provide. They don't feel the problem awareness you created. They see you as the solver, not the identifier. Use that. Create problem awareness, provide solutions, control both. Get what you want. If this law makes you uncomfortable, hit that like button. Discomfort means truth. Drop this in the comments. I identify needs and fill them strategically. Law number 4. Make other people fight your battles. Never use your own resources when you can use someone else's. Every battle costs energy, time, reputation, or money. Smart people don't pay those costs themselves. They get others to pay those costs for them. They make people fight battles that benefit them. They stay clean while others get dirty. They preserve resources while others exhaust theirs. Most people fight their own battles. Someone wrongs them, they handle it directly. Someone competes with them, they compete directly. Someone threatens them, they defend directly. This depletes their resources, makes enemies, creates vulnerability. Stupid, strategic people recruit fighters. They never step into the ring themselves. They get others to fight while they watch and benefit. Here's how this works. You have a rival at work. Don't confront them directly. Find someone else who also has issues with them. Plant seeds. Did you notice how they took credit for your idea? Let that person fight your battle. They confront the rival. They take the risk. They use their political capital. If they win, your problem is solved. If they lose, you're untouched. Either way, you paid nothing. In business, you want to dominate a competitor. Don't compete directly with your resources. Find partners, suppliers, or customers who would benefit from that competitor weakening. Give them reasons to cause problems for your competitor. They fight that battle. They spend resources. They take risks. You benefit from the outcome without spending anything. Your hands stay clean. Your resources stay full. This works in conflicts too. Someone attacks your reputation. Don't defend yourself directly. Get others to defend you. Your friends, your allies, people who benefit from you being successful. They fight to defend you because defending you serves them. You don't look defensive. You don't waste energy. Others handle it for you. Your reputation gets defended without you defending it. The key is always having others who benefit from your success. Build relationships where other people's success depends on yours. Then, when you need something, they handle it because helping you helps them. You don't ask for favors. You create situations where helping you is helping themselves. They fight your battles willingly, eagerly, because your battles are their battles. This is how politicians operate. They never fight directly. They have supporters who fight for them, donors who fund battles, media who frame narratives, voters who defend them. The politician stays above the fight while armies fight for them. That's power. That's how you operate when you understand this law. You're never in the trenches. You're always the general sending others into battle. Machiavelli once said, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. But even better is to be necessary enough that others fight to protect you, because protecting you protects their interests. Build that. Use that. Never fight your own battles when you can get others to fight them for you." Drop this in the comments. Others fight for me while I preserve my power. Law number 5. Control the frame, control the outcome. Every situation has a frame, a context, a way of viewing what's happening. Whoever controls that frame controls how everyone interprets the situation. And interpretation determines outcome. Same facts, different frames, completely different results. Master framing, and you control reality itself without changing any actual facts. Your father probably taught you that facts matter most. Present facts and truth wins. Wrong. Framing matters most. Present the right frame and your version of truth wins regardless of facts, because people don't respond to facts. They respond to frames, to context, to how information is presented. Control presentation, control perception, control perception, control outcome. Look at media. Same event gets reported completely differently depending on frame. Frame it as protest or frame it as riot. Same actions, different frames, different public response. Frame someone as victim or frame them as perpetrator. Same person, different frames, different treatment. Frame a policy as freedom or frame it as control. Same policy, different frames, different support. The frame determines everything. Here's how you use this law. Before presenting anything, decide the frame. What context makes your position strongest? What narrative makes your opponent weakest? What framing makes people respond the way you want? Then present everything within that frame. Not lying, not changing facts, just controlling the frame those facts exist within. Negotiating salary? Don't frame it as you needing money. Frame it as the company getting value. Same outcome you want. Different frame, stronger position. Selling something? Don't frame it as them buying. Frame it as them investing in themselves. Same transaction, different frame, easier close. Having conflict? Don't frame yourself as wronged victim. Frame yourself as wronged party enforcing reasonable boundaries. Same situation, different frame, more power. The person who sets the frame first usually wins, because changing frames is harder than setting them initially. First impression creates frame, everything after gets interpreted through that frame. So move first, set frame fast. Make sure the context people view the situation through favors you. Then defend that frame against all attempts to reframe. This works. Even in arguments, your opponent tries to frame the situation one way. Don't accept their frame. Don't argue within their frame. Reframe immediately. That's not what this is about. This is actually about. Now you're arguing within your frame, not theirs. Whoever controls the frame controls the argument. Control the argument, control the outcome. Machiavelli once said, "Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are." Translation: how you frame yourself determines what people see. Frame yourself as powerful and people treat you as powerful. Frame yourself as victim and people treat you as weak. Choose your frame, control your perception, get what you want. Drop this in the comments. I control the frame, I control the outcome. Law number 6, use timing as your weapon. The same action taken at different times produces completely different results. Ask for something too early, get rejected. Ask for the exact same thing at the right moment, get approved. Timing isn't just important, timing is everything. Master timing and average actions create extraordinary results. Ignore timing and extraordinary actions create average results. Most people act when they feel ready, when they want something, when it's convenient for them. This ignores the most important factor, whether the other person is ready, whether the situation is favorable, whether the moment is right. Acting at the wrong time guarantees failure regardless of how good your action is. Acting at the right time guarantees success, even with mediocre action. Look at successful people. They don't act constantly. They wait, they watch, they position. Then they strike at the perfect moment when resistance is lowest and success is guaranteed. They don't work harder. They time better. One action at the right moment accomplishes more than 10 actions at wrong moments. That's the power of timing. Here's how you use this law. Never act on your timeline. Act on the optimal timeline. Want something from someone? Don't ask when you want it. Ask when they're most likely to say yes. After they got good news. After they succeeded at something. After they're in a good mood. After they owe you something. After they need you for something. Timing your ask around their state multiplies your success rate. Want to launch something? Don't launch when you're ready. Launch when the market is ready. When attention is available. When competition is weak. When conditions favor you. Timing your action around external conditions multiplies impact. Same product launched at different times gets completely different results. Choose the better time. Want to have a difficult conversation? Don't have it when you're angry or when they're stressed. Wait for a moment when both parties are calm, have time, and are emotionally available. Same conversation at different times gets completely different responses. Control timing, control outcome. The key is patience. Most people can't wait. They want immediate action, immediate results. This impatience costs them everything. Because they act at suboptimal times and wonder why nothing works. Strategic people wait for the right moment even if it takes months. They understand that one perfectly timed action beats 100% poorly timed actions. Patience isn't weakness, it's strategic timing. Also learn to recognize when the moment has arrived. Opportunity doesn't wait. When conditions align, strike immediately. Don't hesitate, don't overthink. Perfect timing requires both patience before the moment and decisiveness during the moment. Wait, then strike fast. That's the rhythm of power. Machiavelli once said, "The wise man does at once what the fool does finally." Translation: the wise recognize the right moment and act immediately. The fool acts at wrong moments repeatedly until forced to act at the right moment. Be wise. Master timing. Get what you want when the getting is easy. Drop this in the comments. I master timing. I multiply results. Law number 7. Always leave an escape route for your enemy. This is the most counterintuitive law. When you have someone beaten, your instinct is to destroy them completely. Leave no way out. Total victory. This is stupid. Because a cornered enemy with nothing to lose becomes dangerous, desperate, unpredictable. They'll do anything, including things that hurt both of you. Smart people always leave an escape route. Give them a way out that serves your purposes. When someone has an escape route, they take it. They don't fight to the death. They don't burn everything down. They don't go scorched earth. They exit through the escape route you provided. You win. They survive. Everyone moves on. But when there's no escape route, when defeat means total destruction, people fight with nothing to lose. And people with nothing to lose are extremely dangerous even to those more powerful. Here's how this applies. You're winning against a rival. You could destroy them completely, ruin their reputation, end their career, total victory. Don't do it. Leave them an exit, a way to gracefully withdraw. Maybe a different position, maybe a different department, maybe a reason to leave that saves face. They take that exit, they're gone. Problem solved. No scorched earth, no desperate last attacks. Clean victory. Same in business. You're dominating a competitor. You could crush them entirely. This makes them dangerous. They have nothing to lose, so they might do crazy things. Price wars that hurt everyone. Legal battles that waste resources. Desperate innovations that might work. Instead, leave them an exit. Maybe acquisition, maybe partnership, maybe a niche you don't care about. They take that exit. Market is yours. They survive in their small space. Everyone wins. Even in personal conflicts, you're clearly winning an argument. You could humiliate them completely. Make them look stupid. Total victory. Don't. Leave them face-saving exit. I see your point even though I disagree. They take that exit. Conflict ends. Relationship survives. No lasting enmity. No revenge plots. Clean resolution. The escape route isn't weakness, it's strategic generosity. You're offering them a better option than fighting to the death. Most people take the better option. This makes you look magnanimous while achieving your goal. You win what you wanted. They survive with dignity. You look like the bigger person. Everyone else sees you as fair and powerful. That reputation helps future conflicts. This requires confidence. Only secure people leave escape routes. Insecure people need total destruction to feel safe. But total destruction creates resentment, creates revenge, creates future problems. Strategic people neutralize threats while minimizing future risk. Escape routes do that. The enemy leaves. Problem solved. No future revenge because you let them leave with something. Machiavelli once said, "Since it is difficult to join them together, it is safer to be feared than loved when one of the two must be lacking." But he also knew that feared enemies with escape routes are safer than destroyed enemies with nothing left to lose. Give them the escape route. Win cleanly. Move forward. Drop this in the comments. I win by offering exits, not by total destruction. You now have 7 of Machiavelli's darkest laws. Make people dependent and control them. Never show full capabilities. Create problems only you can solve. Make others fight your battles. Control the frame. Master timing. Leave escape routes. These aren't nice laws. They're not designed to make you liked. They're designed to get you whatever you want. Because wanting without getting is torture. Getting what you want is power. These laws work whether you like them or not, whether you think they're moral or not, whether you approve or not. They work because they're based on human psychology that hasn't changed in 500 years. Machiavelli understood these laws. Powerful people use these laws. Now you know these laws. The question is whether you'll use them, or whether you'll keep wanting things you never get. Most people will reject this. They'll say it's manipulative, it's wrong, it's immoral. Fine. They can keep wanting and never getting. You're here because you want what you want, and you're willing to understand dark truths to get it. These laws are dark, but they work. Use them ethically, use them strategically, but use them. Because people who understand these laws get what they want. People who reject these laws get what life gives them. Big difference. Do 3 things right now. Smash that like button if these 7 laws just explained how power really works. Subscribe for more dark truth that creates real results. Drop in the comments which law you'll start using first to get what you want. You want something. Now you know how to get it. 7 dark laws. Unlimited results. The only question is whether you're ready to stop wanting and start taking. The laws are here. The choice is yours. Drop this final affirmation. I know dark laws. I use dark laws. I get what I want.